Get ready for Friday Frenzy with the WATE 6 on your side sports team, sponsored by Carson Newman University.
And hello, everyone. I'm Bo Williams. Great to have you here tonight. Can you believe it? We got tonight, we got tomorrow night, and then we're talking playoffs for the high school football season. We got a lot to get to tonight. Of course, some key games tonight as everyone's still trying to jockey for position, maybe lay claim to that final playoff spot in their region. But first, look at this for a second. We always have something special. Pumpkin snickerdoodles. Hannah, our producer tonight, made these by hand and brought us for tonight. Of course, we always try to do some type of tailgate, something. You got to have cookies at the tailgate, right? But pumpkin snickerdoodles, perfect for this time of year. We'll have to put the recipe. I'm looking at her. Put the recipe up online at some point for everybody. All right. Let's get everybody up to date on what's going on football-wise. Of course, big games tonight. And we had a huge game last night. Two teams still trying to secure that final playoff spot. This was a great game. Central at Heritage. Let's take a quick look back and see what happened.
Well, just when you thought Heritage was dead tonight, they came back. But Central gets the win 41-33. Central makes the playoffs. Heritage is out. It started horribly for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, that's the opening kickoff. One of 6 turnovers on the night for Heritage. Frank Johnson, the fourth, 29 yards. Sets up, guess what? Frank Johnson, one of his 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had 30 carries, 177 yards on the night. This a big interception for the Bobcats, and it led to another Frank Johnson, the 4th touchdown.
Yep. He plows in right there. I mean, it's making it look easy. Then not easy is catching that pass at that rate of speed of it and taking it all the way back. That's a pick 6.
Yeah, Silas Giesland, 76 yards, 20-0. Right before the half, the halftime score 27-10 Central. A pick 6 right here for the Bobcats. They'll return this one all the way for the touchdown. That one is Torrin McAfee. And you think the game's over at 34-10.
Yep.
You think it's over, but here comes Heritage.
Yep, fighting, scrapping, clawing, hoping for a little Wallen magic on this Thursday night.
Wesley Deck, touchdown, 2-point conversion, 34-18. That's a little bit later. This makes it 41-26. Once again, you think the game is over. Hang on.
Step forward right here. Deck goes up and finds his man, number 17, Zach Davidson, and Heritage is still there.
41-33, 2 seconds to go. That close to making the playoffs, or at least
forcing a two-point
conversion. But it was close. It was a game that was over, but Heritage came back. But Central makes the playoffs 41-33. I'm worn out after this one.
Me too. Time to take a nap because we got Boo Carter next week against Bearden.
Bearden at Bradley Central, our season finale. Then all of the playoffs, OEB playoffs, right here every Friday night in November here on WATE. Final score tonight, Central gets the win over Heritage, 41-33.
What a game last night, guys. Thank you. Great coverage on that game, too, but just a great game. Got a feel for Heritage, but what a season they've had. They are building something there in Blount County. Central, of course, the playoffs now in their future, so some good news, but a great game on Thursday. All right, let's get back to Friday. What's going on? The sports team out and about. Now, part of our sports team is in Tuscaloosa. We got a big game, of course, coming up tomorrow between Tennessee and Alabama. But KCK, Dominic Webster, taking care of business for us tonight. We're going to start things off with Dominic. He is at our game of the week, no doubt about it. The Battle of Blount County there when you're talking Maryville taking on Alcoa.
Hey there, Dominic Webster here at Alcoa High School for Maryville at Alcoa. Probably one of the biggest games of the year out here for high school football. We're about 3 minutes into the third quarter now. 14 all, Alcoa and Maryville. Alcoa just getting an interception here. We'll have more for you at 11:14 on Friday Frenzy.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Yeah, we'll get you out there tonight against Alcoa. All right, another update we want to get for you. KCK, she's in McMinn County at Powell. She's also Halls West. Those are the 2 games she's covering for us tonight.
Hey guys, KCK checking in here from Week 10. First game of the night, I had McMinn Central at Powell. When I left about halfway through the second quarter, Powell had the up. They were 14-7. Both teams playing very sturdy offensively and defensively. Now we're over here at West. They're hosting Halls. Exciting second half is on deck. 17-9 is the current score with West in front. Halls currently driving. Not too much of a difference. 8 points. Anything could happen. We'll check back in tonight. Friday,
Cameron Bates on the carry.
Yeah. All right, Casey, thank you for the PA came in right there at the very end. But, Casey, good stuff. Yeah, anything can happen still. Tight game for you there. So we'll have highlights for you coming up tonight, and we'll get you some scores here in just a little bit. Matter of fact, let's jump right into it. Let's get everybody up to date on what is going on around the area. Here are the scores as they stand. Some of these fourth quarter scores right now. McMinn County and Powell. Powell up 28-7 right now. So the Panthers on top of the Cherokees. Webb tonight trailing by 4 to Boyd Buchanan. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. This is a tight game in the fourth quarter. Webb on the road for that one. How about Fulton and Carter? 27-18. This one can still go any way, but Carter right now trying to hang on and pull out that victory. Fourth quarter right now. Hornets on top of the Falcons. Farragut on the road in Hardin Valley, 27-3. Admirals, this will be a big win for them tonight. 27-3, the score there. Farragut on top of Hardin Valley, that also in the fourth. Third quarter score for you right now, Lenoir City and Oak Ridge. Well, we just got an update, so let me scroll back down here. Lenoir City, Oak Ridge by 2 in the third. That one being played in the Secret City. Tonight, Wildcats on top of the Panthers there, 14-12 in the third quarter. Carnes tonight, trailing big to Clinton. The Dragons on top in the third. 35-12 is your score. Oliver Springs, tight one at Coalfield right now. 14-13. That's a third quarter score for you. We'll have to continue to watch that one. This can go any way. So a lot of football to be played. Mo West at Bearden. This one close. 17-14. Bearden, has been rolling, one of the better teams in our area. This is a tight game. 17-14. Bearden on top in the third. As again, they're taking on Mo West at home. All right, here's our game of the week. Maryville and Alcoa, 14-14 in the third. What a battle! This one's going to come down to the wire. Could be interesting here in the fourth quarter. But again, 14-14, your score in the third. Maryville and Alcoa. Signal Mountain and Loudon. Loudon up by a touchdown right now in the third. And then here's an update for you. 28-7 now. Powell over McMinn County as we refreshing here. Let's go see if anything else has changed as we scroll down. 27-3, as we mentioned, Farragut on top in their game. Oak Ridge still by 2. Clinton still winning big. Coalfield, Mo West still trailing Bearden 17-14. Still no change in the game of the week. Loudon up by a touchdown. Grace Christian, Silverdale Baptist right now 21-21 in the third. Grace Christian on the road. See if the Rams can pull one out away from home. Dobbins Bennett at David Crockett 21-7. Indians right now up in the third. Jeff Coe blowing out Cott County tonight. Patriots up 49-0. What a season Jefferson County has put together this year. McCallie making the trip from Chattanooga up I-75, taking on Knoxville Catholic. 10-3, that game at the half, the latest update we have for you there. York Institute on the road as well. They're having a pretty good year. Dragons up 14-7 at the break. Also tonight, Rockwood winning big on the road, 29-6. As you saw there, let's scroll back down here. Let's get back to that Rockwood score. Excuse me, see, there it is, 29-6 at the break over Oakdale. Notre Dame out of Chattanooga winning big at CAK, 43-12 tonight. So that one not even close. That one at that break right now. Anderson County blowing out Gibbs. How about this score for a moment? 55-0 at the break. Mavericks on top of Gibbs right now. Eagles got a lot of work to do in the second half. Cherokee up by a touchdown on Volunteer right now at the half. South Green Granger, 14-7 Rebels. Right now over the Grizzlies. Also a halftime score. Another halftime score, Greenville. Green Devils over Northview, 24-0. Northview's had a great season. Greenville always puts together a great campaign, but 24-7 right now. Green Devils up at the half. Also, Meigs County, they're up 21-6. That's a second quarter score. Hall's taking on West. This is a big game tonight. We heard from Casey a few moments ago. West up 17-9. In the second quarter. William Blunt, another one of those great stories this year. William Blunt right now, let's go back down here. William Blunt on the road taking on, where are they? There they are, Soddy Daisy, making the trip to Soddy Daisy, but up 20-7 in the second quarter. So the Governor's right now off to a good start tonight. Sequoia trailing East Ridge 26-7, also a second quarter score. Upperman over Stone Memorial 34-0. Second quarter, Stone Memorial's got their work cut out for them there. Gatlinburg Pittman big against Pigeon Forge. 35-0. Big Sevier County battle there as the Highlanders lead the Tigers in the first. Midway Harriman, no score in the first. Scott and Pickett County, no score in the first as well. Now, we'll wait for these things to refresh. We'll kind of touch on some of the other big scores for you, but still no change in the game of the week, which is one a lot of people keeping an eye on, this Maryville-Alcoa match. Of course, Alcoa winning last year. Can they make it back-to-back wins against Maryville? Can Maryville use this And really, if they pull out a win here, use as a good springboard going into the final game of the season next week. That will be a region game for them, again, that they really need to win as we get ready for the postseason. All right, we'll check on the scores a little bit here in just a little bit. Right now, though, we do want to get you up to date on our player of the week. It's Emmett Newman, or Casey K. Caught up with him.
All right, Emmett, against Farragut, not only were you effective defensively with 10 total tackles, 6 of those were for loss. What went into being so effective with getting behind the line of scrimmage?
Well, it all starts with the game plan. I mean, we just, throughout the week, we prepped, and it really helped out doing that. And just seeing their O-line and playing against their O-line, I feel like our D-line was a lot better than their O-line. So I think that really brought a point to being effective.
In addition to that, you had 3 sacks against Farragut. What went into being able to reach the Ads QB so much?
Well, again, it starts with the O-line. I mean, they just couldn't keep up with us, so we just kept dominating the whole game, and that's where it came from.
Did each sack get a little sweeter? Did you have a favorite one in there out of the 3?
Yeah, I did. My sack fumble, that was pretty fun. I mean, Nick Moore over there, he picked the fumble up, and it kind of changed the tide of the game, and yeah.
Huge defensive performance for you. What's really clicked this year in your overall game?
Well, just during the off season, I trained a lot, and I just have put in the work and just seeing the benefits from that.
Jefferson County is going to be hosting a playoff game for the first time in 20 years. How has the defense been so effective, and how has it led to the success this year?
It's been very effective. I mean, I think all of our guys have talent out there, and I mean, we just show it off every day and bring the physicality every day. That's what Coach Riley always tells us to do, and that's what we go out and do.
Congratulations, Emmett. You're our Friday Frenzy Player of the Week. Congrats, guys. Give him some love.
Don't hurt him, though. All right, still need him. Hey, but you heard that first home playoff game for Jefferson County in about 20 years. I love the helmets. I mean, it's the throwback to the old Patriots, right? Gotta love those helmets that Jeff Coe is sporting, but a great season for them. Hey, before we leave you, let's check on a few games before we wrap this up. Of course, we'll have a lot of highlights, scores for you. Myself, Casey K tonight, Friday Frenzy. I get the honors of joining her as, again, the other part of the sports team, 2/3 getting ready for tomorrow down in Tuscaloosa. But real quick, let's take a look. No changes with Webb and Boyd Buchanan. Still 14-10 in the fourth. We've now moved to the fourth in our game of the week. Maryville and Alcoa still looking at a 14-14 game. Dominic Webster's out there. He'll have a full wrap of this one for you tonight at 11:14 on Friday Frenzy. Powell still up, this time by 2 touchdowns over McMinn County. Carter still leading Fulton right now. Dobbins Bennett up by 2 touchdowns on David Crockett. Farragut still looking pretty good, up by 24 on Hardin Valley. Knoxville Catholic has come back and has tied it up with McCauley. 10-10 the score now in the third. Oak Ridge still up by 2. It's a tight one against Lenoir City. Let's scroll back down here real quick. We're going to kind of race through some of these for you. Carnes tonight in Clinton, still the 30-point lead right now for the Clinton Dragons. Meigs County up big right now on the Panthers in the third quarter. Oliver Springs, Coalfield, just a single point. Still separate these two teams tonight. Mo West, Bearden, no change there. 17-14 Dogs. This is a tight ball game. It'll be interesting to see how this one comes out tonight. Loudon up by a touchdown. No change there against Signal Mountain. Grace Christian and Silverdale Baptist tied at 21 in the third. York Institute still leading their game. Rockwood still up 29-6. Also, Christian Academy of Knoxville trailing big to Notre Dame, making the trip up from Chattanooga. Still can't get over this one. Anderson County up 55-0 over Gibbs. Cherokee up by a touchdown on Volunteer. Granger trailing by 7 to South Green. Greenville in control against Northview. East Hamilton, Sevier County. The Smoky Bears up 28-0 at the half. That's a new one just popping in on us there. Ooh, we got a change. Alcoa has scored in the fourth. They now lead by 7 on Maryville. So 21-14 in the fourth. We'll see if Maryville can come back and tie it up, or can Alcoa take control there in the fourth quarter and go ahead and pull this one out. William Blount up 21-7 on Soddy Daisy. I think that was a 20-7 score the last time we checked. So William Blount has added some more points to the scoreboard. York Institute still leading. Rockwood leading. As we mentioned, CAK trailing right now. Can't get over that Anderson County score. Also Cherokee, South Green, Greenville looking good right now. Sevier County in control, 28-0. Weston Halls, that's one to watch, 17-9. Rebels. Sequoia trailing East Ridge. Stone Memorial needs to get some points on the board. Battle in Sevier County. Gatlinburg Pittman still in control against Pigeon Forge. Harriman, Midway, Scott, Pickett still scoreless. Some finals for you. It's now done. Jeffco over Cott County. Patriots, Jefferson County up 56-0 as they win that one. All right, be sure to join us tonight for WATE 6 on Your Side News. We're going to have the latest for you tonight at 11 o'clock. Then I will join KCK at 11:14 for Friday Frenzy. We'll go through the scores, the highlights. Don't forget next week, vote for the player of the week. We're getting ready for the final week of the high school season, regular season, and then we're going to have the playoffs. You'll see some of those playoff games, by the way, right here on WATE. All right, have yourself a great night. We'll see you tonight starting at 11 o'clock with the news. 11:14, we'll kick it all off with Friday Frenzy. We will see you then. Now let's get an update on the forecast.
Hey everybody, I'm Chief Meteorologist Ken Weathers. Clouds thin out as we go through the night tonight. Wind relaxes a bit and it's chilly. We're talking upper 30s to low 40s most areas as we start out early on Saturday morning. Lots of sunshine throughout the day on Saturday, but the winds will start to increase once again out of the southwest. Could be gusting in that 10 to 25 mile per hour range, so just be careful if you're going to be out, especially some higher elevation areas, but should be a great day for some outdoor plans. Maybe doing a little bit of sightseeing and some leaf watching as we head into next week. The forecast looking pretty good for the leaves. Should start to see some high color across the plateau up through southwest Virginia and northeast Tennessee, but it's pretty close to peak into western North Carolina for next week. So even this weekend, if you wanted to head up there and see some bright, brilliant colors, western North Carolina's higher elevations may be the place to go. We're still a little ways away here in East Tennessee, but seeing some great color already. Sunday morning, temperatures mainly in the 40s starting out. Lighter wind as we go through the day Sunday afternoon, but even with sunshine, it's several degrees cooler most areas compared to what we'll see on Saturday. Now, I still think Monday morning is the coldest start. We've got some mid to upper 30s in some areas kind of surrounding our viewing area, and that's kind of where there could be some patchy frost first thing Monday morning. Just keep that in mind if you have some plants you want to last a little bit longer. Now, there is a bit of a warming trend as we head into next week, and for more on that, you can always get the latest at WATE.com.